Hey guys, Viking82 here, back with a new Viking Orations. Hopefully this doesn't look too much different than when I use my phone. Right now I'm having to use my tablet to record my video, so hopefully everything looks and sounds good. But I'm going to be talking to you about a show that I went to a week ago today, and that's to see the mighty fucking Slayer. This is their last world tour. And originally they did not announce any Indiana dates when they talked about this tour, and so I was very disappointed. But not long after the tour was announced, all of a sudden a date popped up for Noblesville, Indiana, which is actually where I went to go see Alice Cooper and Deep Purple. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. I've got to go see Slayer. This is my last chance to see these guys. So, and I actually splurged this time when I went to see Alice Cooper and him. I got the lawn seats, which, is kind of far away. But I mean, they had, giant screens that you can watch. But this time I decided, you know what, fuck it, it's Slayer. I'm going to splurge. And I got us some good seats down in the pavilion. I got the upper pavilion, center stage. And we had such a great view. The thing is that they had actually said that the gates were supposed to open at 4 o'clock. So, for parking, and then the actual gates to get in were opening at 4:30. And I also upgraded to get some fast passes for the very first time because I wanted to be one of the first ones in. I mean, I didn't have to worry about finding a seat because when you have lawn seats at this venue, you pretty much have to get in, get your merch, and then go to the lawn and try to find the best spot. But I didn't have to worry about that because my seat was already reserved. But, I actually left earlier than I wanted to because I'd heard there was some construction that was causing massive delays on the main road that I was going to have to be going on, possibly, and it wasn't sure if it was going to be near the section I was going to be at or not. So we left early, got up there about 3 o'clock, so technically about an hour before they were supposed to be, technically open up the parking, but it was already open, so I hurried up, got in there, found a nice spot, and got up to the fast pass line. Me and my nephew were the second in line, and kept waiting, and as the day, we kept waiting, it started to get a little bit darker, and we're thinking, okay, it's going to rain here soon. We need to, hopefully they'll get us in, we can get our merch, we can go sit, in the pavilion, because it's covered, so I don't have to worry about that. Well, because there was supposedly some big storms coming, they were delaying opening the gates, and then it started pouring ass rain, which luckily enough, where we were standing, we were kind of covered because there's a little canopy over where we were at. But then the wind decided to change directions and start blowing sideways, so now we both got drenched by cold ass rain. So, yeah, that was real fun. And finally, they let us in about 5 minutes to 7. They let the fast pass lanes go in. So, of course, we found out Cannibal Corpse got their set completely cut, which I was really bummed about because I really wanted to see them a second time. And then Amon, Amarth, and Lamb of God both had their sets cut. And then, of course, Slayer had to go on at, 8:55 or something like that, or 9 o'clock. And then they had until 11 o'clock to finish their show. So, of course, the first band we got to see was Amon, Amarth. And oh my god, I was so excited to see their set because it was, in fact, all three bands that I did get to see were all bands that I had never seen before live. So, I was really, besides Slayer, I was most excited to see Amon Amarth because they're like one of my favorite bands. And they had a short set, maybe a handful of songs, but my god, they kicked fucking ass. They had the Viking ship up there. Johan brought out the big hammer and everything. And it's like they sounded just like they did on their albums, and it was just so amazing to see these guys live and to think, oh my god, there they are. I'm actually listening to this stuff live. Even though their set got short, there were several songs I was really hoping they would play. I didn't get to hear Death and Fire, and of course, off the new album, I really wanted to hear Shield Walks. I knew that would be a great live song, so I didn't get to hear that, but I did get to hear, they started the set off with Pursuit of Vikings. I got to hear Guardians of Asgard. They finished the set off with that. Heard Raven's Flight off of the new album, which I uploaded the video of that. Trying to think what else they played. There was a couple other songs, but it was just such an amazing set. I really hope they come back to Indiana at some point and I get a chance to actually see them for a longer set. And who knows, I would really love to get VIP to meet these guys. And then Lamb of God came on, and they sounded amazing. I really, I couldn't really tell you all the set list of them. I do know we had Walk With Me in Hell. Redneck was, of course, the song they had to play. I was so excited they played that. But, yeah, they put on an entertaining set. The main band really didn't move around a whole lot. They kind of, every now and then, went up the little risers that they did. But Randy was just all over the fucking stage, jumping around, just, having a good time. And it was really, really good to see. And then, of course, the Mighty Slayer. Oh, my God. They put on such a hell of a show. I really wish this was not the last time that they were going to be playing here live, because I would love to see them again, but I can at least say I've seen them once now. And great set list. They played a lot of the classics. Of course, they had to end with, they had to play Raining Blood. They ended with Angel of Death, which was fucking awesome. I actually tried to record a video of that, but it turned out really shitty, so I had to delete it. Let's see, War Ensemble, South of Heaven, Hell Awaits, even a couple off of God Hates Us All, which I actually like that album. I don't know why a lot of people hate it. We got to hear Disciple, which is one of my favorite songs out there, as well as Payback, which is another favorite of mine. And yeah, just a lot of really good songs, great pyro. The band was just spot on. And, to see these legends live and, actually be almost human, well, I wouldn't say human size, but they were definitely a lot bigger than if you were sitting on the lawn. And if you're sitting on the lawn, they're like this big. But, to see them up close, rather close. And I really wish I could have splurged for VIP, but it just, I didn't have enough money. And plus, I'm saving up for a vacation I'm taking next month, so I don't really have a lot to spend on that, which is a bummer. But, yeah, overall, great show. I'm really glad that the show didn't get canceled, because I told my nephew when they were, still hadn't let us in, I said, I swear to God, if they cancel this show, there is going to be a fucking riot, because people were already getting pissed, and if you'd have told them they were not going to see Slayer that night, they would have rioted. But I did get a lot of cool merch. The most that I got from was actually from Amon and Amarth, but this is the only shirt that I got hanging up, because I've already worn it, and it's washed and ready to be hung up. Of course, I had to get a tour shirt. And you see Slayer, Lamb of God, Amon, Amarth, and Cannibal Corpse, who unfortunately did not play. Tour dates on the back. Final World Tour 2019. Very glad to have that. And then, of course, I had to get a Lamb of God North American Tour 2019 shirt. Really loved that design. And got tour dates on the back. And then now we get on to the Amon and Amarth stuff, which actually one of the things I got should be sitting over here, if I can find it real quick. I was so excited when I saw this at the merch booth. I was just like, you know what? That is mine. And that is an autographed copy of the new album, Berserker. I actually said when I showed the unboxing for the special edition, the only thing that would have made it better is if it had been autographed, so now I have an autographed copy. And I know exactly where I'm going to put that. And of course, had to get a flag of the artwork. That just looks absolutely badass. And of course, the merch prices, people were bitching about this going into the concert because, the venue was charging the bands for merch, and of course, they had to compensate to actually make some money because they had to pay the venue for selling their merch. They had to jack the prices up, which really sucked, but, I was willing to pay just because, that's just how I am. But, got this really cool Raven's Flight shirt from Amon and Amarth. Love that cover. And you got the back, Raven's Flight. Absolutely amazing. And got their Berserker over North America tour shirt 2019. Got the artwork there. Tour dates on the back. And the last shirt that I got, really loved this one. And then on the back, Odin wants you. Yeah, there was just no doubt I was getting that shirt when I saw it. So, yeah. Overall, it was an amazing night. I had a great time. And once again, making memories with my nephew, seeing the Legends Slayer live, and of course, Amon and Amarth. Again, I was bummed that Cannibal Corpse was not able to play, but, it is what it is. And actually, I was able to find a picture of the tour poster online, and I actually saved it and took it to a local store where I could print off a 8x10 copy of it, and I actually framed it up with my tickets. So you got my regular ticket, my fast pass, and then I took the Wehrmacht Slayer patch that I got with the recent Metalhead box and put that in there, so that's going to be going up on the wall here sometime soon. So yeah, if you guys get a chance to see Slayer on this tour, definitely do so. They put on an amazing show. I had a great time. Even though I got soaked before the show, I still had an amazing time. So yeah, that is going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. And until next time, stay brutal.